Hello, in this video today, I'll be installing the Gladiator Gear Track. This is the 8-foot piece with several hanging components for, different types of garden tools and other items that you wish to hang. So I'll actually be doing this in my garage, this is the second piece of Gladiator thing that I bought for Gear Track. I'll be taking this ladder down with those hooks and putting the Gear Track here. So as you can see over here in my garage, I actually have the two Gladiator shelves. I actually got those right before the steel increase price on this stuff. So I got them at a pretty good price. Love the product. Super easy to put together. Great for tote storage. But you can see here, I hung my mountain bikes up with this system that is actually for this rack. Disregard the weed eater and stuff. That'll actually be going to the other wall where I'm hanging up the new Gear Track. And I'll probably buy more to actually hang on the other spaces of the wall that I have in my garage. Just trying to organize it. It seems to be a pretty good custom system, but I do like this bike hanging system. It works out great. Gets the bikes up off the floor. Makes it a little bit safer, especially with kids running around. The bikes are secure, not going to fall over on top of them. So that's what I'll be doing today, and I'll actually move that ladder to the other side and not have it on the Gear Track side, because what Gear Track makes for Gladiator is it's not made for this type of ladder. Otherwise, I would have bought the ladder attachment, but it would probably rip down. Gladiator Gear Track's pretty sturdy, but it's not that sturdy. That's probably, I don't know, a 70-80 pound ladder, extension ladder. So that unfolds, so that will not be able to support that. So I'll take this ladder down, move it to the other side, and show the end result of the Gear Track. Thank you. All right, looks like I got the ladder moved to the other side. I just used some 3/16 pre-drilled to hang the anchors back up, and now to move on to the Gear Track. All right, so I've marked off 30 inches to the bottom of the Gear Track. The reason for that being is I took my longest rake there, as you can see, and stood it up and kind of see where it's gonna land off the floor. So I didn't have any garden tools or anything like that, or objects hanging on the floor, just to kind of get that height. One of the things I will have to do though, that's a 48-inch Gear Track. So this is a 6-foot wide wall. So I'll actually go ahead. The set came with 2 pieces of 48-inch Gear Track. So I'll probably cut off a couple of feet off of that piece or the other piece, and then keep it, because the Gladiator rack that I actually have can utilize that. So if I buy the correct hardware to go along with that. But that's kind of my thought process. And the reason I did 30, so it's 2 feet to the top of the Gear Track, but the Gear Track itself is 6 inches thick. So I just went ahead and add another 6 inches to make it 30 at the bottom, so I can actually see my mark lines and make sure it's level. Next step is to pre-drill the holes for the wood screws, and then start to hang and make sure it's level. All right, so I just got this up, so scratched the cutting 2 feet off. So I had to, based on my studs, it was a little uneven, so you can see kind of down the middle there where I had to kind of cut it, because up underneath, I got a gap. These studs aren't perfectly aligned, so I didn't want there to be some overhang right here, not line up properly, so I put them on the same stud. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty good. I wish I could put an end cap on the end, but I want it to be against the wall to make it flush. But at least I got the end cap. Now, one thing I will say is these little end caps, Gladiator makes a good product. These end caps, they need to do something. So I had to actually put a little bit of oil. You can see those little snaps there. Put a little bit of oil on the Gear Track and the snaps, because over there on that bike rack over there that I hung up, the Gear Track, I broke both the end caps because they just snapped right off. I don't know if they can use a different type of plastic or do something a little different, because snapping them on without putting a little bit of oil or something on there, they will snap right off, and then you won't have any end cap. So Gladiator, you need a R&D and work on something a little different so those things don't snap as easy. All right, so this is the completed gear track system that I put up. So you can see I got all my DeWalt tools up here, and you can see all the various different hangers and how I kind of hung stuff. It looks pretty good. This is pretty much all my stuff that I need to hang on this wall for now. And then I'm going to work on, just turn around here. That's about 4 feet between that drywall and the other stud. So I'll probably buy another 8-foot gear track system similar to what I just showed you today and put it up here and put some other things on there like extension cords and other things that are smaller, not as long, like the garden tools. So if you like this video and brought some insight into kind of how you can do things with the Gladiator Gear Track system, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.